Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Halloj! Hedlund här med ett nytt avsnitt i genomspelningen utav Alan Wake. Jag var tvungen att höra vad Dr. Hartman sa, för det var ett tag sedan jag spelade sist. Och jag gissar att det var ett tag sedan du såg det förra avsnittet också, så att det är hög tid att bara sammanfatta sådär. Vill du se alla de tidigare avsnitten så finns de ju en spellista här på kanalen, men nu måste jag se vad fasen det är som händer och se om jag faktiskt förstår det här spelet den här gången. Det kanske bara är frustrerande och förvirrande fortfarande.
Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Gorilla? Gud, han blinkar inte. Han har verkligen ögon på mig. Det här är ju en sån där sak som verkligen har förändrats med speldesign. Han blinkar inte. Nej, inte ens en vink till en blink. Trevligt. Inte alls obehagligt. Ska inte gorillan följa med i hissen? Tänk.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Står det här borta? Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. TZ. In the memory of a dear friend and a poet. Thomas Zane. Cauldron Lake Lodge 1912. In Tenebras Cadere? Cadere? Vad står det för? Det här måste jag ju kolla. Vi kan inte bara lämna det så här. In Tenebras Cadere. Kom faktiskt upp. En tenebras. Jaha, okej. Och det betyder in the darkness to fall. Okej. Neat. Sådär. Okej.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Och jag ser en kaffekanna där uppe.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Vilken fruktansvärd situation att hamna i, det man tror.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Ja, jag vill ha det.
You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt.
Där uppe är kaffe.
The great outdoors, man versus
Här är också kaffe. Det
nature.
är fan kaffe
It's
överallt.
wonderful stuff.
Jag orkar inte lyssna på det. Jag ska... Kaffe. Det måste ju vara en i rum.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic method.
No kidding.
Hej. Går ut här och kollar om jag kan komma åt kaffen. Vem är den här då?
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
yeah.
I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Vad är det för en anka som låter? Där är ju de där.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The
Kan jag gå in
storm
här?
is almost here. Look at that.
Nej.
To be out there tonight.
Jag vill ha tag på kaffet.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
Hej då.
As soon as you
Fortsätt
feel
prata
up
där.
to it, you should continue.
Jag tänker hämta kaffet, ja. QR-kod. Har vi testat de här? Det var ju extremt tydlig QR-kod. Ja, nu måste jag kolla. Jag har för mig att vi har testat de här för länge sedan. Du kan testa själv på... Nej, det kan du inte göra om du tittar i mobilen förstås. Aha. alanwake.com kommer jag till. Den giffen var ju för sig värd att se. Det var inte mycket kvar där. Här var det kaffe. Var det här jag såg utifrån? Eller var det något annat kaffe jag såg? Känns som att jag kommer att komma tillbaks hit när the shit hits the... Var det här mitt rum? Wake. Ja men titta. Fan, då har jag säkert missat en ja. Livet som Alan Wake är hårt. Vad tog han vägen då? Gick han hit? Nej, det var Strafe. Eller hur? Hit gick han. Hej. Oh my god, vad han förlänger. Dining room. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and/or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you are voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark, and its sister method, the flow, trademark, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Okay. Jag har ett problem. Den här björnen ser för jävlig ut.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I don't like him.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
You?
My head. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Okay. Jag är lite lost, men...
It was clearing up. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me. About everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
we have
guys.
a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought. The
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
And see.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
De där jag gillar dem. Nähä, dit kommer.
You should go there and have a party.
You should go there. Okay, so patient's rooms.
Power again. He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on.
The doors were
The
locked.
storm's bound to make
Hartman and the
really
nurses would
jumpy.
have
You know how
keys,
they get.
but there was no way to get my hands
got
on
me
them.
looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Vad är sant? Det som är sant är att den här medeltida konsten på väggarna hör hemma i ett museum. Hartman! Du har säkert stulit det. Jo. Bastard! Renrummet var inte mitt. Nej, och där var det tomt. Okej, nu hoppas jag på kaffet också. Den där kommer jag komma till användning, eller?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Typewriter's in your room.
Är det någon här inne? En Xbox 360 med Night Springs. Det är ju faktiskt lite roligt. Vad är det här då? Dark? Ja, det är tv-spelskaparen. Okej, han har en 360 och det är den där feta versionen som han har hårddisk i alla fall. Ja, det är bara vänta på så kommer det bli Red Ring of Death. Och det där är Death Rally! Gud, jag spelade det så mycket. Visst gjorde de en remake på Death Rally? Undrar om det måste jag kanske göra en Let's Play. Jag kanske måste köpa det. Jag spelade med en kompis i alla fall på somrarna när jag var tonåren. Det var också det här gänget som gjorde. Vad roligt. Okej, nostalgitripp. Han ser ut att ha en sån här majskrokar som jag ger till min dotter. Det är det han får äta. Okej, där är min. Jag ser om det finns en kaffe. Coffee. Här är ju tydligt killen som målar. Vad har han för, vad är det på den där? Det syns inte vad det är på tavlan. Jag vill se. Det är i alla fall mörker. Mörker. Och här är The Soul. Där var det låst. Ingen coffee. Okej. Jag får nog leva med att jag kanske aldrig hittar den där.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh.
Afraid of the crazy.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Oj!
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Kommer jag in i alla rum nu, fråga dock. Då måste jag ju in och kolla om kaffet finns här uppe. Spring, Allen! För här var det låst förut, eller hur? God damn it. Tråkigt. Ska jag ta hammaren? Nej. Jag kommer inte in där, okej?
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair. Children of the Elder God.
Nej men, var inte det där han som hade kidnappat Alice?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Här är tavlorna. Damn! Darkness, darkness, darkness. De är rätt fina. De är rätt häftiga. Okej, det är inte den där. Den där hade jag ju inte velat ha på väggen. Nej! Och inte den här heller, faktiskt. Ingen utav dem.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Det är mycket pusselbitar som ska läggas.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Sätter den igång i samma meddelande igen?
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Kommer från karln som rullbandspelare. Jesus.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to slay!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
The hell happened?
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Det är så mycket, but I like.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Det är det enda vapnet jag har. Jag har ingenting annat. Okej. Va? Jag har ingen. Va? Dit ska vi inte. Men jag har ingen ficklampa. Åh nej. Aj, aj, aj.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Vad hittar vi det då? Ja, dit upp! Såklart, han har redan utslut på kondisen. Okej. Ah! Nej! Nej! Nej men vad fan, nu då? Nej men. Nu är det. Jag går hit. Oh. Nej, men. Oj, oj, oj. Jaha. Jag måste ju förbi där och där kommer jag ut här. Det var bara en flare. Nej, okej, då måste jag ju använda den, gissar jag. Här, typ. Aj! Så. Och ut! Barry! Vad är Barry? Mer manus. Mer manus.
He knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here. Damaged in ways that were hard to describe. Or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction. To be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Sneaky ass! Det var. Det kanske var dumt att göra massa. Nej, jag springer. In här. Det gick inte. Ut. Gick inte. Okej, oj, oj, oj. Där kommer den. Jag springer och gömmer mig. Om han kommer igenom här så behöver jag gömma mig här, tror jag. Där kommer den. Aj! Jag springer. Nej. Jag har ingenting att slåss med. Jag kan inte skjuta den där. Oh, ja. Fasen, vad gör jag? Finns det ingen lampa? Det finns ingen lampa. Jo, jag måste ju locka hit honom. Såklart, för att krossa dörren. Kom då! Oh, jävlar, där var du ja. Hej, hej. Aj. Här då. Vad tog du vägen nu då? Hej. Nu då. Där. Värt det. Kom igen då.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Okej, vi springer. Koffe! Aj, det är svårt alltså. Man bara har den här lilla ficklampan. Jag vill ha kaffe. Tack. Kommer du dö? Vad laddar den upp nu då? Där borta. Ja. Bra. Spring Allan, spring. Går det att komma igenom här? Åh nej, jävlar. Okej. Spring ner där. Yes. Det blir perfekt att pausa där. The shit is going to hit the fan yet again. Och jag tackar dig för att du kollade. Det var ett lite långsammare avsnitt med mycket story. Exposition. Men nu är vi tillbaka. Alan Wake. Alla avsnitten finns på kanalen. Ha en fortsatt grym dag, kväll, morgon. Bye.